going to go ahead and get started today. I'm going to share my screen with you. So go ahead and answer this question. What is different about a play and a story? When you are ready to move on, press play. All right, so now that we have finished A Christmas Carol, we're going to take some time to look at the stage directions. So as you guys probably know, scripts are made up of dialogue and stage directions. The stage directions are kind of telling the actors how to move, how to talk, what the stage might look like, things like that. So when you're watching a play, you get this information just because you pick up on it when the actors do it. When you're reading it, you can only get that information from the stage directions. In this text, they were often written in italics and put in brackets. So the stage directions can give us a lot of information. It can give us the setting, the scenery, behavior and actions of the actors, and like the ways the actors should deliver their lines. Interestingly, in this text, there are a lot of stage directions that are really meaningful to the story. So that's what we're going to look at today. I am going to do one for you, do one with you, and then have you guys do one as an exit ticket. All right, so we are going to start by looking at scene 1, paragraph 18. So I'm going to find it and read it really quickly. So Present is wearing a simple green robe. The walls around the room are now covered in greenery as well. The room seems to be a perfect grove now. Leaves of holly, mistletoe, and ivy reflect the stage lights. Suddenly there's a mighty roar of flame in the fireplace, and now the hearth burns with a lavish warming fire. There's an ancient scabbard girdling the ghost's middle, but without a sword. The sheath is gone to rest. So my summary of this is that when Present shows up, there are plants everywhere, and the room is lit by a fire. So then I have to think about, what does this mean? So I think that plants, like especially the overwhelming amount of plants, represent like life, and the fireplace represents warmth. I think we are supposed to associate Present with life and warmth and comfort. He is comforting. All right, the next one we're going to do is scene 4, paragraph 71. So scene 4, I'm going to go from there, paragraph 71. It's going to take me a second. Probably should have just searched for 71. Oh, went too far. Okay. Jacob Marley laughs a long, deep laugh. There's a thunderclap and lightning flash, and he is gone. Scrooge faces Future, alone on stage now. Future wordlessly stretches out his arm, hand, and finger set, pointing into the distance. There, above them, scoundrels fly by, half-dressed and slovenly. When the scene has passed, a woman enters the playing area. She's almost at once followed by a second woman, and then a man in faded black, and then suddenly an old man who smokes a pipe. The old man scares the other three. They laugh anxious. All right, I want you to think about what is actually happening in that stage direction. Pause me, and when you're ready to keep going, press play. All right, so I know that Marley disappears in this scene, and Future shows Scrooge some scoundrels. Ugh. Now I want you to think, what does that actually mean? What kind of meaning might this give to the story? Pause me, and when you're ready to keep going, press play. All right, I think it's interesting in this part that Scrooge is literally alone with Future. This might mean that he is currently destined to be figuratively alone in his future. This is frightening to Scrooge. I think this is going to help us lead to the theme, or this might lead to Scrooge's development as a character. All right, last but not least, you guys, for an exit ticket, I want you guys to do this work with scene 4, paragraph 115. So let me find that and read it to you. Scrooge backs into something in the dark behind a spotlight. Scrooge looks at Future, who points to the corpse. Scrooge pulls back the blanket. The corpse is, of course, Scrooge, who screams. He falls aside the bed, weeping. So tell me what really happened here, and then tell me what it means. All right, you guys are good to go. Once you finish that, have a wonderful rest of your day.